Tonight is not like any other night. Something unseen is stirring, a shift that quietly demands your attention. In the next moments, you will uncover the hidden forces that make September 14th a turning point unlike any other. Every breath you take, every heartbeat, carries the potential for transformation, but only if you are truly present. I am Shi Hengyi, and tonight, I will guide you through the power of presence. You will learn how Shaolin masters observe the smallest details of life, the rhythm of your breath, the subtle movements of your body, the thoughts that pass unnoticed. These are not just exercises in mindfulness, they are keys to personal mastery, unlocking strength and clarity that most never access. Tonight you will discover how stillness reveals hidden truths, how observing without reacting can awaken a quiet power inside you, and why this precise moment holds energy that can change everything. Lesser known among the teachings is how the Shaolin path uses presence not only for inner peace, but as a tool to navigate life's most critical decisions. Ancient practices show that those who truly master presence can sense shifts in fate, opportunities that arrive only once, and the subtle whispers of intuition that guide the wise. Stay with me until the end, because by embracing the lessons of tonight, you will not only understand the unseen currents of your own mind, but also learn to harness them to step into a higher version of yourself. Welcome to our channel Shaolin Soulfire. Here we explore the hidden depths of ancient wisdom and reveal how it can ignite mastery in your life today. Subscribe now and become part of this journey, because the path to transformation begins with presence, and tonight that path opens before you. True strength is born in the moments when every fiber of your being resists, when your mind whispers to stop, and your body screams for rest. In the quiet halls of Shaolin temples, monks rise before dawn. They do not rise because it is easy, but because the path of mastery demands it. Every strike, every stance, every disciplined breath is a lesson in endurance, not just of the body, but of the mind. They learn to sit with fatigue, to embrace pain as a teacher, and to persist when the world outside would offer them the easier way. This is the essence of discipline, a bridge between the desire for change and the achievement that follows. Consider your own life. How often do you shrink back from what challenges you most? How often does the familiar lull you into stagnation? Tonight carries a different energy, a subtle but powerful invitation to step beyond what feels safe, to meet resistance with courage, and to discover reserves of strength you have never known. Discipline is not punishment, it is a gateway. Each deliberate action, each moment of persistence builds a foundation that no comfort can provide. When you train your mind and body to endure, you begin to align with the flow of life itself. Challenges that once seemed impossible now become stepping stones. The energy of September 14th is not gentle. It stirs, it tests, it pushes. Those who meet it with commitment will find doors opening in places they never expected. Tonight, feel the call. Let the small discomforts teach you resilience. Let the challenges sharpen your focus. The path of discipline is demanding, yet it is where transformation truly waits. There is a power in stillness that few truly recognize. Silence is not emptiness, it is a mirror reflecting the depths of your inner world. When the noise of life fades, what remains are the subtle patterns of thought, the quiet stirrings of emotion, and the hidden corners of the mind that are often overlooked. In the teachings of the ancients, silence was never mere absence, it was a doorway. Monks would sit for hours in quiet meditation, not to escape life, but to meet it fully. In those moments, every fear, every desire, every shadowed impulse comes forward, not to frighten, but to guide. True discipline is not only in action, but in the courage to face what is revealed in stillness. On nights like September 14th, the energy of the world shifts in subtle ways. In the absence of distraction, truths long avoided rise to the surface. The mind begins to untangle itself from habitual patterns. Old stories of limitation no longer hold the same weight. Insights emerge like quiet flames, illuminating paths that were always available but previously unseen. Silence also trains mastery over reaction. When the mind is calm, it observes rather than responds. It notices patterns, sees hidden connections, and allows wisdom to guide decisions instead of impulse. This is the essence of inner strength, the ability to sit with what is uncomfortable, to witness without judgment, and to act with clarity when the time comes. To embrace silence is to embrace oneself. It is not passive, it is an active engagement with the depths of being. Tonight, the practice of stillness can reveal what must be faced, what can be released, and what is waiting to be claimed. In that quiet, the seeds of transformation begin to root, ready to grow when attention and intention converge. Every movement, every thought, every intention carries energy. When body, mind, and spirit move in harmony, life flows with a natural rhythm. Shaolin philosophy teaches that true strength and clarity emerge not from force, but from alignment. When any part of ourselves is out of balance, resistance appears, decisions feel heavier, progress slows, and even small tasks seem burdensome. The ancients understood that energy is subtle yet powerful. In the temple, monks practiced forms that synchronized breath, posture, and focus. Each gesture, each stance was designed to harmonize internal energy, creating a momentum that extended beyond the body into thought and spirit. When energy flows freely, action becomes effortless, insight becomes sharp, and purpose feels unmistakably clear. Tonight presents an opportunity for such alignment. The quiet of the evening, the natural stillness that settles within, allows the mind to notice where tension has built, where distractions have scattered focus, and where intentions have weakened. By consciously bringing awareness to body, mind, and spirit, a recalibration begins. Breath becomes a bridge, thought becomes a guide, and movement, whether physical or mental, becomes deliberate and meaningful. Inner mastery arises in these moments. It is the discipline to notice imbalance, the patience to restore harmony, and the courage to adjust what resists change. The energy around you tonight responds to this practice. As alignment deepens, obstacles soften, intuition sharpens, and a sense of clarity emerges that feels almost tangible. In the quiet presence of alignment, momentum builds naturally. Small shifts compound, leading to decisions and actions that are guided by purpose rather than habit. Tonight is not merely another evening, it is a chance to move in concert with the flow of life, to harmonize your energy, and to step closer to the mastery that comes when body, mind, and spirit are truly united. Life is a series of crossroads, many of them unnoticed, many of them fleeting. Each moment carries the potential to steer existence in one direction or another. Every choice, no matter how small, echoes through the patterns of life, shaping paths that may only become visible much later. Some choices demand courage, others ask for patience. Some pull toward action, others toward stillness. In the teachings of the ancients, personal mastery was never about avoiding fear or uncertainty. It was about meeting them with awareness and deliberate intention. The monks learned that hesitation often grows from attachment to comfort or certainty. True power lies in discerning the path that serves growth, even when it is unclear, even when the outcome cannot yet be seen. Each decision becomes a practice of presence, a test of discipline, and a reflection of inner alignment. Tonight, September 14th, carries a rare potency. The energy of the day magnifies choices, making the consequences of decisions more profound and far-reaching. What is decided now may ripple quietly but persistently, influencing not only immediate circumstances but shaping the trajectory of life itself. The moment of choice is both simple and sacred. It asks for courage in the face of doubt, clarity amidst confusion, and patience when the outcome is uncertain. By recognizing the power of a single decision, one begins to see that mastery is not reserved for grand gestures alone. It is cultivated in the quiet, intentional moments where fear is acknowledged but does not dictate action. Embracing this awareness transforms every choice into an opportunity for growth. The discipline to pause, reflect, and act with intention becomes a source of strength. Tonight, when the path is unclear, it is the clarity within that guides the hand, the heart, and the mind toward what is truly aligned with purpose. setting the stage for transformation that unfolds far beyond this single night. The past is a weight many carry without realizing it. Old patterns, habits, and attachments often cling silently, shaping thoughts and actions long after their usefulness has faded. Shaolin wisdom teaches that attachment binds the spirit, keeping it tethered to what has already passed. To move forward, one must learn the subtle art of release. In the temples, monks practice mindful observation of every impulse, every repetitive thought. They do not judge themselves or the habits that arise. Instead, they watch with quiet attention, noticing the ways old patterns shape responses to the world. This discipline is not easy. The mind resists change. It prefers familiar discomfort over unfamiliar freedom. Yet through careful awareness, a deeper clarity emerges. Patterns once invisible begin to reveal themselves, showing where energy has been trapped, where choices have been limited, and where growth has been postponed. Letting go is not a single act. It is a process. Each moment of mindful attention loosens the grip of the past. Old fears, regrets, or limiting beliefs begin to dissolve, replaced not with emptiness, but with space for renewal. In that space, the present can be fully embraced, and the mind can act freely, guided by insight rather than habit. Tonight, the energy of September 14th supports this release. It encourages reflection without resistance, observation without judgment, and courage without force. By gently stepping away from what no longer serves, inner mastery is strengthened. Discipline is expressed not only through action but through the conscious choice to release. In this practice, freedom is found. Life flows more naturally, decisions gain clarity, and the spirit feels lighter. Each old pattern released is a door opened, an opportunity to align more deeply with purpose, to move with intention, and to embrace the possibilities that await when the past is honored but no longer controlling the present. Every action carries energy, but without direction, that energy disperses like wind over water. Intention is the compass that guides it, the quiet force that shapes outcomes unseen. In ancient teachings, the power of intention was considered sacred. Monks understood that even the simplest gesture, when performed with full awareness, channels forces beyond the physical, aligning thought, body, and spirit toward a purpose greater than oneself. Each mindful breath is an act of intention. Each deliberate step, each focused thought, directs energy in a way that amplifies impact. This is not merely philosophy, it is practice. Discipline in small actions trains the mind to act with clarity, ensuring that energy is not scattered but concentrated. Over time, these practices cultivate mastery, transforming ordinary life into a series of conscious, meaningful choices. Tonight, the energy of September 14th strengthens the resonance of intention. Actions taken now, guided by clear purpose, carry weight far beyond what is immediately visible. The unseen currents of life respond to clarity and focus, magnifying efforts and revealing paths that might otherwise remain hidden. This amplification rewards those who have prepared the mind, who have disciplined attention, and who approach each moment with conscious awareness. The wisdom of the ancients reminds us that intention is not passive. It requires commitment, focus, and integrity. A scattered mind yields scattered results. A directed mind, aligned with purpose and disciplined in practice, becomes a force capable of shaping circumstances, guiding opportunities, and even influencing the flow of events in subtle but powerful ways. By cultivating this awareness, the present becomes a powerful tool. Every choice, every action, and every breath taken with intention contributes to a greater momentum, drawing life toward clarity, mastery, and fulfillment. Tonight is an invitation to harness that power, to set intentions that align with the highest vision of oneself, and to allow the energy of the moment to amplify what truly matters. Resistance is the quiet teacher that life often disguises as difficulty. Challenges appear to block the way, yet in truth, they are signposts pointing toward growth. In Shaolin tradition, pain is not shunned, it is met, studied, and transformed. Every physical strain, every mental struggle, every moment of discomfort is an opportunity to refine strength, deepen awareness, and cultivate mastery. In the temples, monks train in ways that push the body beyond ordinary limits. The limbs tire, the mind rebels, yet through discipline, each challenge becomes a lesson. Pain becomes insight, struggle becomes resilience, and resistance itself becomes a guide. This approach is not limited to physical training. Life presents tests in countless forms, unexpected setbacks, inner fears, and obstacles that seem immovable. Each is a reflection of where energy is blocked, where attachment is strong, or where growth has been deferred. Embracing resistance requires a shift in perception. Discomfort is no longer an enemy to escape, but a teacher to engage with. Calm observation reveals the hidden lesson beneath the challenge. Strength emerges not from avoidance, but from facing what is difficult with clarity and courage. The mind learns to stay steady, the spirit learns to endure, and the heart learns to trust its own resilience. Tonight, the energy of September 14th supports this practice. Challenges that arise can be approached as signals, not threats. By confronting resistance directly, you activate dormant capacities within yourself. Each moment of discomfort faced consciously becomes a stepping stone, a refinement of discipline, and a cultivation of inner power. Through this process, mastery deepens, life's obstacles lose their grip, and strength becomes natural rather than forced. Resistance, when embraced, no longer opposes growth, it accelerates it, guiding every thoughtful step toward clarity, resilience, and the unfolding of potential that waits quietly beneath the surface. There is a vision that goes beyond the eyes, a sight cultivated by the mind and the spirit. Ordinary perception shows only the surface, the obvious, the easily grasped. True awareness, however, is deeper. It notices the patterns beneath, the currents that shape events, and the subtle signs that hint at what is possible. Through mindfulness, this inner sight is sharpened, allowing clarity where confusion once prevailed. Shaolin meditation has long been a practice of unveiling these hidden layers. In silence, with steady breath and focused mind, patterns emerge that are invisible in haste or distraction. Movements of the body, rhythms of thought, and the flow of energy in the environment become apparent. The mind learns to read between the lines, to sense what is approaching, and to act in harmony with forces that are subtle but powerful. Tonight, September 14th, brings a rare opportunity for this heightened awareness. The energy of the day can illuminate subtleties that often go unnoticed. Small signals, fleeting opportunities, and quiet shifts that carry meaning if one is attentive. By observing with care and presence, insights arise naturally. These insights are not imposed from outside. They are discovered within, a reflection of inner mastery and disciplined attention. Developing inner sight requires patience. It is not forced or hurried. It grows with each moment of stillness, each conscious breath, each deliberate act of observation. The world is rich with layers, and the eyes that see only the obvious miss the paths that are quietly opening. Tonight, practice this quiet observation. Notice the faint changes in your surroundings, the subtle nudges of intuition, the patterns that hint at what is to come. By attuning to these signs, the mind becomes a compass, the spirit a guide, and life itself reveals doors and directions that were always present, but only accessible to those willing to see beyond the surface. True mastery arises when every part of the self moves as one. Thought, emotion, and action are not separate forces to be controlled independently. They are threads of a single fabric. When they are aligned, life flows with purpose and clarity. Fragmentation creates hesitation, inner conflict, and wasted energy. Integration, on the other hand, transforms ordinary moments into expressions of inner strength and presence. In the Shaolin tradition, mastery is cultivated through practices that unite mind and body. Each stance, each breath, each motion is deliberate, connecting awareness to action. Mindfulness extends this integration beyond the physical, harmonizing inner life with the world outside. Emotions are acknowledged without judgment, thoughts are observed without attachment, and actions arise naturally from this balance. Discipline is expressed not as rigidity, but as the skillful coordination of all aspects of being. September 14th carries a subtle but profound invitation to embody this unity fully. The energy of the day amplifies what is aligned and exposes what is fragmented. It asks for conscious presence in every choice, for attention to both the inner currents and the external circumstances. By practicing integration, each moment becomes an opportunity to act with clarity, respond with wisdom, and move through life with coherence. Integration of self is not instantaneous. It is cultivated gradually through awareness, reflection, and deliberate practice. The mind learns to follow the body's guidance, the heart teaches patience, and actions become expressions of intention rather than reaction. In this harmony, life loses its tension, and mastery is no longer a distant goal but a lived experience. Tonight, allow yourself to feel this wholeness. Notice how thought, feeling, and movement can flow together as one. The unity of self is the essence of discipline, the foundation of clarity, and the quiet power that opens doors to transformation both within and beyond. Tonight marks more than just a moment in time. It is a threshold, a rare alignment where discipline, presence, and clarity converge. Shaolin wisdom reminds us that true transformation is quiet, internal, and unstoppable, unfolding within those who are willing to observe, endure, and act with intention. By practicing mindfulness, embracing resistance, and making choices with awareness, you step into a deeper level of personal mastery. The lessons of September 14th are not bound to a single night. They are invitations to carry this awareness into every day, to notice the subtle currents of life, and to act with clarity and purpose in all that you do. Take a moment to reflect on the patterns you can release, the intentions you can set, and the courage you can embrace. Each small, deliberate act contributes to the growth of inner strength, the flow of energy, and the harmony of body, mind, and spirit. Let this night be a gentle reminder that mastery is not hurried or forced. It is cultivated through presence, discipline, and the alignment of your whole self. Move forward with patience, awareness, and quiet confidence, knowing that every mindful choice strengthens your path. If this journey resonates with you, join us on Shaolin Soulfire. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and continue exploring the ancient wisdom that can guide your life toward balance, clarity, and transformation. May your path be steady and your spirit peaceful.